Hello, this is Iron Bill back again with another video, and once again, if you look over my shoulder here, wife is in the kitchen preparing food for tomorrow's Easter feast. So however you celebrate the day, I say happy Easter to you, and if you don't, well, happy Sunday to you. So that said, moving on to the video, this week we played on Multiplex, and today's video is going to be probably the first of two. I'd like to have a video that starts the weekend and a video that ends the weekend, kind of a recap thing. That's done pretty well so far, and I think that's something that I'd like to continue if it works out. So I didn't play that many matches today for various reasons, been pretty busy, but I did get in enough to pick up a few things. And I'm just going to show you one match here, so it's going to be a relatively short video, so hang with me here a second. Something today happened in the early matches that hasn't happened in a while, but it does frequently happen, and that is that I start getting hate reactions from the people on my team. And, you know, I'm an awful player, I get it. I mean, the truth is I've probably played better this weekend than any other weekend I've done trials. I'm not a positive KD, but I'm a lot closer. I'm running like a 0.8, something like that for the week, which is very high for me. It's probably double what I normally do. So in terms of actual efficiency, I'm doing better. Now, does that mean I'm not making boneheaded plays? Absolutely not, and I am. But it always amazes me that somebody has the time to type in something awful when what they could do is they could type in something to the effect of, hey, come with us, or hey, move with me, or something positive, something that'll help. So anyway, I don't let it get to me. I turn off my chat option. I don't put on the headphones or anything like that because I just don't need to hear it. I don't need that in my head. So and randoms can be kind of toxic, I would just say. So it's just better off if I don't hear it. And after the match, I just responded, thanks. Turned out that I clutched that round with my well, which leads me to the next thing. Or that match, actually. We won the match 5-4 on my well at the end. And I did say well because I felt like it was a smart move to change to Wellock for this week because of the way the map lays out. And if I play around that center area at all, anyone who's ever done Blink Warlock knows it can be tricky making those jumps, especially if you're under pressure across the area that you see right there on the screen. That can be a bad jump. So I'm far better off running my Wellock and then Icarus Dash. And if I need to move a little faster, I can use Icarus Dash to get around. Also, in terms of helping out the team as a support player, that well can come in clutch. So especially at the end of a match, and it did a few times. So it's probably the better play on this map, and I will go back to avoid Blink Lock, but for now, for this weekend, I'm probably going to stick with this. Also ran Jade Rabbit, and I started off by running Jade Rabbit alongside of my Drang because I figured I'd have my up close and my far away, but it turns out that most people on this map are running an auto rifle and a scout or some combination of that, and because there aren't a whole lot of really close range fights, because there's so much space to cover if you want to use that short range weapon like a shotgun, it can be a bit tricky. And the way people are playing, it's very standoff, which is fortunate for me because I'm a standoff player right now because I don't have the skills to break down the gap, and I don't have a lot of skills to deal with someone who's rushing me. So that's one of the reasons why my KD this weekend has actually gotten a lot better. I'm playing the game that I'm most comfortable with, and as I recently did the Catalyst on the Jade Rabbit, I'm very familiar with the Jade Rabbit. Very familiar with it. I kind of tossed back and forth between doing that and the Mida, but the Jade just has better range and hits harder. So that's what I went with, and combined that with my Summoner with Onslaught. And if I get a kill and people are standing close to one another and I pass on to the next person, that's going to be big trouble. Someone's going to melt pretty fast. So anyway, with no further ado, let's get on to this. And I'm going to open with a big mistake. You'll see once the match gets going. Inexcusable, really. And Eddie 1500 jumped in with me today, took me through a lot of spots on the map. He said, this is a place to go, this is a place to go. if the capture points here go there, and so on and so forth. So Eddie, thank you. I try to do that, not always at the appropriate time, but I tried. All right, so if you notice there, somebody has a sniper. That's going to come back here in just a second. So we open up, and I'm looking for the capture point. I see it, and I think, okay, that's dead center. How do I handle this one? And I should have stopped right here, but instead I started thinking about going out here. Then I paused right exactly where I don't want to pause, right out there in the open. I mean, I opened up with a big mistake, which I very frequently do in matches. And this was my first PvP match of the day, by the way. I just jumped straight cold into, well, this wasn't the first match. I jumped straight into trials. So this is maybe the second or third match, I think, that I did. Still learning this map. It's not one that comes up in rotation on. Okay, so now I've got the spawn on the left there, and Eddie said when that happens, you want to take this back route here, and you want to get up on the very back with your Jade Rabbit, and you want to look down the line. Now, when I jump across here, I'm going to notice when I jump up here, and you'll see it here real quick, I think. No, not this time. You want to look for them right there, and then I think, okay, I'm going to push up here a little bit. And I didn't realize that they were going straight for the capture. I put my well down too late. I moved because I know he's going to target that spot, and he was. And I got him, but this guy put up the ice wall, and you know, my teammates died, and I just didn't rush the point quickly enough. But I thought, I'm going to farm him for the super energy. He's not going to go over there and get a capture or a revive. So, stat-wise, it looks good, but honestly, I didn't play that real well either. I should have put more pressure on them. Or maybe if I'd gotten 2 kills instead of just 1 immediately, instead of repositioning, we might have won that round. All right, so here we go. We're down by 2. I'm trying to get an angle here, and I'm taking the absolute longest possible way to do it, and it looks like everything's going wrong, and a teammate goes down, and then I find the guy right there who's weak and get the finish on him, and I get at least a piece of that one. I'm going to get this revive. We got the 2 orbs sitting right there to my right. This guy's not pressing. He's trying to finish the capture. There's no way it's going to happen. Once I get the revive, he's done. So I started off with a mess up, but managed to help clutch the round. Against better players, of course, that wouldn't have happened. But fortunately, they weren't better players. So here we are. We're down 1-2. It's heavy round. We need to put pressure on heavy. Now, sometimes people go for it on this map, sometimes they don't. And I'm thinking, all right, I'm going to get over here as far as I can to the side, help with the angle here. If somebody comes, I'm going to get it, but he gets it for free. And I see my fellow there, and I should have thrown my well down right away, and I don't. And that cost me an opportunity to pound this guy right away, and I should have just jumped in there and closed up, but I didn't know if he had anything that could get. And I knew he jumped up to throw something at me. So I just backed off for a second, let that go. I'm going to push back up. He's already dead. I'm kind of creeping in there. That is a mixed bag. Did I do the right thing by putting pressure on him? Yes. Did I distract him? Yes. My teammates took care of the other 2. They got the heavy. They got the other 2 people. So I at least put damage on him, did some good. Did I kill anybody? No. But it's all right. All right, so it's wide right, so I'm going to go to a spot here that Eddie showed me, off to the right. Now, you got to be careful when you jump up there, because if they beat you into that area, they can snipe you right away. Now, that guy, he didn't take a look. He just ran straight to the point out in the open, and I got him. All right, now, you can't see, the distance is so great that your radar won't pick them up. You kind of have to move at them, and I wanted to move in cover so that I couldn't just get picked off. My teammates are taking care of the other 2, so we're doing our job. You know, I got my guy, they got theirs. So we're 3-1. Here we go, or 3-2 actually. Once again, it's to the outside. This is the time I think you're going to see, when I jump up, I notice that there's somebody already in position, and I just keep pushing forward because I know he's going to look for me. I think this is the one. Yeah, he's there. I see him. Think, nope, if I go there, he's got the first shot. So I'm going to pull up here, play my cover a little bit, drop the well. This guy's toast. There's no way in the world he's going to get that. Okay, my guy goes down, that guy's toast with a team shot, and we get the round. Trying to play the corners better, trying to play cover better. Now, I'm not sliding a lot in this match, but then again, I'm racing to get to a point, and the slide's only going to slow me down. There are places, once I reach the destination, I could probably slide in and do a lot better. But right now, I think I can't slide a lot given what I'm trying to do. All right, so I pick a bad way to get here, which this is going to wind up delaying me, but I don't think it's going to matter. Because I get up here and I look, and this guy's creeping around. And I just knew he would do it. I knew he would. And so I got my guy, and then I'm in a position now to cover his orb and come back and help my teammates and cover the zone. And we get it. And there's the win. I would rate my play if I gave it a grade, I would call it C, because there was plenty that I did wrong. There was some stuff in there, some moments when I did things right. I think I've got the right weapon combination for this map. I think it was smarter for me to play the Wellock. So, you know, that went as well as it could. And yeah, you know, I mean, I had a strong teammate there, and it makes me look better than I actually am. And I do feel sorry for those other guys. You know, I hate to be matched that way, either way, because they were clearly outclassed. But they did get the 2 early rounds, so they got to feel good about that. So, hopefully everybody wins in that one. My card is already flawed. I'm going to play on with it at this point in time, and I think it's just a smarter way. My friends who ordinarily play are a little upset about this map and the style of play that's going on, and they refuse to do it. They say it's dull and they're not going to do it. But you know what? It's a little bit of a reprieve for me this week, I think, because I feel like I can be effective here. The play is slowed down, which is giving me an opportunity to learn, you know, to actually learn some things about positioning and about how I want to use my abilities and the kit a little bit better. It forces it to slow down, and it just makes it more accessible to a beginner. So for me, it's going to work out, and I'll play it out. You know, I'm not going to get to the lighthouse, and I'm probably not even going to finish a persistence card. I'm not even going to try. But you know, I don't even care if I get that much loot, so long as we can get into matches that are close. And I've had 3 close matches already out of 8. Won 3 matches, lost 5. I mean, that's the record thus far as we talk about this now. So, so far I'm happy. I'm happy with the way things are going. And again, I'm kind of starting over with the Solar Warlock in high-level competition. But fortunately for me, I've played a lot of Solar Warlock, you know, in PvE, so it's not like I'm completely unfamiliar with it. And I think it'll work out. So for now, let's just say that I'm happy. C, I'll take it, you know. It's not an A, but I'm not showing off, but I'm not failing. So, all right, that said, this is Iron Bill thanking you for watching and signing out.